Dream coming in, just about set to race. And they are sent on their way from the 1400 meter marker. Good enough start for them. Valerias Dream is the early leader. Strupsut is racing in the yellow colours along the inside. Treasure Hunt is on its outside. Then came Sharapova, just slightly tugging with the rider, and on a hard hold there, Sharapova, the yellow sleeves and cap. Along the inside of those is Colorama. They followed by Treasure Hunt. Duolona's passing horses on the outside. They followed him behind those by a Spusterki in the orange colours. Miami Beach is also on the move, the green sleeves and cap. Then came Kilmonovic, the red cap further back. Courageous is just in front of that one. Then September Flower. Flower Festival is one from last, and Strange Magic is the trailer, racing around 12 lengths off the leader as they go by the 600 meter mark. Out in front is Valeria's Dream, shows out by 3/4 of a length to Duolona, one off the fence second. Strupsut's on the inside. Sharapova's coming to the outside, 4 deep, the yellow sleeves and cap. Then came Colorama, and further back is Kilmonovic. Coming to the 300 meter mark, Valeria's Dream still clear by 3. Strupsut, Colorama, further back Kilmonovic. Treasure Hunt is running on towards the outside in the white, and then came Sharapova, but it's Valeria's Dream. Into the final 100 meters is still clear by 2 lengths. Treasure Hunt is trying to close it down, but Valeria's Dream's going to get there. Valeria's Dream from Treasure Hunt. Sharapova third, then Colorama, and Flower Festival was further back. Here's the head on replay. Valeria's Dream towards the left-hand side. The white and black colours has led them more or less start to finish here. Treasure Hunt is in the white colours, 2 from the right-hand side. Closing down, Sharapova was just slightly headstrong in the earlier part of the race. Flower Festival running on there with Colorama for the minor placings, but it is Valeria's Dream victorious with Stallone Naidu. 6, 4, 5, 14, those are your numbers.
Valeria's Dream takes the win this afternoon, and before we get on to who is aboard and who trains her, I've got to say very well done to her groom, and that's Joe, because her coat stood out by a mile in the parade ring. A beautiful dark filly. There was a lovely sheen to it, and Joe certainly deserves the 1,500 Rand that he will be receiving from World Sports Betting. As usual, a big thanks to Sadek, who's always on hand from the Gavin Smith Racing Stables to accept on the winning groom's behalf. Sadek, thank you very much. We've got Stallone Naidu coming in to join me. Sadek giving him a microphone. Very well done. I think Sadek can come take a job upstairs here. And Stallone, she looked very much a hot filly. I see you didn't parade, you take her straight down. You got to keep her calm. But she broke so well. She used that draw perfectly.
Yeah, 100% Nadine. She's one of those horses that, you have to be quiet on her. And if you bustle her up or try and get her where she doesn't want to be, then she's going to say, no, stuff you, and then she's going to have attitude. But we get along well, and she's been behaving in the pens, so we found out a few tricks about her. And you can see on the form, she's been running well. She was happy. I was actually confident today on that 1,400 meters run on the grass. Yes. She actually stayed there for a long time. And with the poly, it's much more lighter. And I think what one of the race today is when she jumped out the pens. That's what won the race. And she was happy, floating, top of the straight. She gave me a kick, and she actually fought down to the line. She won a really good race.
But you could see that you were confident in her today because you decided to. You had the good jump, you travelled well, but you asked her early and you made the break from the rest of the pack.
100%. You know what? It's all about her being happy. And as long as we have that communication, she'll do her best. And glad to bring her home. Well done to Owen and Brian. And a big thank you to Mr. Smith and the team, Dean, Francie, all the work riders. They're doing a really good job. And thanks for putting me on.
Well delivered. Congratulations.
Sweet. Thanks, Nadine.
Dean stepping on in to join me. We had a chat about this filly's chances on Saturday. And Dean, a run that you highlighted, which is without a doubt pointing out her ability, was on local debut behind My Best Shot. And I'm sure since then it's been a little bit frustrating and a little bit disappointing, but it's fantastic that she's turned that corner and she's on the up again.
Yeah, Nate, like you said, very good first run, and she just went a bit off the boil. We had to scratch our heads and think what's going wrong. And we sort of figured out she's a filly that doesn't take much work. If she does too much back at home, she doesn't bring it to the track. So we just eased her into the races. Her last hard workout was on Tuesday for Friday, basically, we would say. So she had the extra day off. And she's enjoying it like that. Her last 3 runs, you could see she's bounced back to form. And just very happy for the win today. Very happy for Owen and Brian. They were here last week, said to him, we got a runner Tuesday. So very happy that she's bounced back to winning ways.
Well, I'm sure they'll be just as chuffed. You guys had her looking at a picture. You know, when you tip a horse, you want to see what they look like in the parade ring, and she definitely ticked all the boxes. Congratulations.
Thank you, Nate. And well, once again, big well done to Owen and Brian. This filly hasn't been the easiest. She was, she's a difficult filly, but very happy for them.
The word
thank
we
you, Nate.
use is feisty and
Feisty.
quirky.
She's a feisty
Yes.
filly, yeah, Nate, 100%. And a big thank you to our sponsor, Hollywood.
Congratulations. We get a few of those, and I think that's when the stables, they really deserve a little bit of extra recognition. You can see Valeria, she's a busybody, and she's very, very opinionated, but she's well handled today by Stallone Naidu. She's been presented in perfect fashion by her yard, and she's put it all together to find the winner's box again. So congratulations to Owen and Brian.